今天的干爹是 Miracle 迷力克益生菌胶囊。
我真的觉得这干爹来对地方
非常有眼光。你看看我们背后就知道百灵果就是个充满酒精的地方。
Exactly， 而且我跟你就常常喝太多，然后整个隔天变废人啊。你看 Uncle Roger 来的时候，那个礼拜多惨啊！
废了一个礼拜。
那时候 Miracle 为什么没有来？Miracle 迷力克益生菌胶囊就可以解决我们废掉这个问题。
这个一收到这个产品呢，其实我马上就来试用了，因为那一天有一个 KK Show 来宾早上10点就来，然后他一来就说可以跟你 take shots 吗？因为他看起来很紧张，大家可以去猜一下最近要上片是哪一集。那我其实原本有点小担心，我就想说那我就试试看。我吃了以后我就发现哇，我跟他就是狂call shots， 我精神好录完，然后下午我带我女儿去游泳，我晚上去周二夜看到 Peggy， 因为 Peggy 最近你知道心情比较不好，所以我在陪 Peggy 狂call shots， 我又把周二夜主持完，然后脑袋清楚，就我没有整个烂掉
你超强
I'm so proud of myself。
可是你一天到底要考几次啦？
有什么关系？现在有迷力克来自瑞典
Miracle 迷力克益生菌，它可以帮助代谢酒精，然后里面就是有 B12 可以帮助补充体力，所以难怪你就是越靠精神越好。
当然不能靠太多啦，合理的靠，合理的靠。
听起来好怪。
其实我觉得最重要是这个要聚酒局前就是现在大家年纪也都大了嘛，你就准备迷力克，然后你到现场发给大家，你就会觉得你是全世界最 sweet 的 person。如果我觉得
对，我如果拿到我会觉得you're so sweet。
对，因为你就会觉得说大家开心，可是你也希望大家舒服的开心，然后回家也开心，隔天起床也很舒服。
对啊，就是 you want to have a good time but you also want your friends to have a good time, right？
其实我婚礼的时候也有吃，但当然那时候不是迷力克，我结婚很久了。那时候我老公是他伴郎给他的好相关的产品，然后我是我伴娘给的。我必须要说高下立判，女生就是有眼光。我老公最后是我们两个都狂call他是横着被抬出去，
我记得
after party 都没去，然后我一路call，但是我到最后就是脑袋清楚完成婚礼。
我记得
拜托，好东西很重要，好不好？
可是我婚礼的时候也有准备类似的东西，可是我们两个都爆掉。
对，你也有给我吃嘛，对不对？我必须要说Ken 的婚礼有个特别的状况，就是他的酒太好喝，是非常高级的酒。
我跟大家讲发生什么事好了，就是我婚礼的时候是请凯莉当主持，right？ 对。然后我们第一次入场的时候很正常，
对，我那时候很专业。
第二次入场的时候，
已经完蛋了。
凯莉就说我们欢迎新郎新娘入场 ，Let's welcome Ken 跟凯莉。我说 What the hell？ 怎么会是我跟你入场？
I'm so sorry， 因为我这已经太强了，那个其实吃什么产品都没有用，因为酒真的喝太多，我已经完全没有。不知道在冲他小，我必须要说 Ivy 非常大气，他也没有生气，他只是觉得干凯莉好瞎。
你那天就真的很瞎，不过我那时候你知道我那时候买的超贵的西装，因为我真的太醉，我那膝盖整块布就也是爆掉了，就是跪在地上不知道干嘛。
所以舒服的喝酒，开心的喝酒是非常重要的。
Exactly。
迷力克益生菌胶囊让你可以有个开心又微醺的夜晚减少隔天的不适感。只要在2025年2月2号前呢，官网登入会员下单输入 ibelieve 即可享79折优惠，还有30天试用满意保证，赶快把握机会试试看。
Welcome to the KK Show. This is Ken.
我是凯莉。
今天非常开心邀请我是一个他的超级大粉丝。我们邀请 Oh my God， 我一直打结。
你本来就这样，少这边装的，只有今天才这样。
好，那我们邀请到一个很酷的音乐家 Belle Sisoski。耶
Hello, thank you for having me.
I'm a big fan of yours. Seriously， 因为我Belle is from Malaysia, right？ 然后我们去年的时候，我跟凯莉，我们去年有去马来西亚做巡回表演。那我们在那边做 live podcast 表演的时候，我们就想说我们都去马来西亚了，要不要找一些当地有趣的人一起来录音？然后我那时候就说we gotta find Belle。 那因为 how I came across your account, I found you through Instagram, and how I came across your account was that during last year, Sam Smith's Unholy was really popular, right? And a lot of people did remix and did Instagram videos, but yours was so different because you remixed the sound yourself with all kinds of crazy instruments I've never seen ever in my life. And the music just came out so great. I was like, oh my God. And that's how I became a fan. So when we went to Malaysia, I was like, okay, we gotta try to find Belle. But I got nervous, right? Because I told Kylie, I want to find her, but I'm nervous.
I was like, this girl looks really, really hot. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm a little nervous too. So yeah, you look so cool. That's all I'm gonna say. So first thing, Is it your stage name, Belle Sisoski? Or
No, it's actually my real name.
That's your real name?
My full name is Isabel Sisoski. Yeah, and it's part of my birth certificate. A lot of people think that it's a fake stage name.
Because Sisoski would sound like, for me, it sounds maybe more Russian, maybe, So, are you part Russian?
No,
but just it's your name.
It's a family name.
Oh, it's a family name.
So Sisoski is my grandmother's name.
Oh, your grandmother's name.
Yeah.
Oh, but
how come Malaysian have all these cool last names?
Actually, no.
Mine is like Wang, W-A-N-G, so boring. Yang, so boring.
Yeah, it's so boring. But Belle, how did you start your musical journey? Like, how old were you when you first touch any kind of instruments?
Ooh, I started since I was a toddler. So I grew up in a music environment. So my mom is a music teacher.
Oh.
So she teaches classical music, like piano, and especially she mastered in ethnomusicology. So ethnomusicology is basically
What is that?
You gotta explain it, sorry.
the study of
Our English is-
ethnic music, 传统乐器，
传统乐器。
那些她学那种 you know, she write like theses about it. She did her masters on it. And yeah, it was really, really something that I was really interested in. So I went deep dive to study that as well. So that is
How
when...
old were
How
you?
old were you when you tried to
Like,
study all these instruments?
Oh, okay.
Because I normally, like, anyone who started playing music when they were a toddler, maybe the first thing they play was probably piano
I have
or
no
maybe
idea. Toddler is
violin
like 2-3
or
years
flute.
old, right?
No, for me it's like 5'6".
Okay,
5 or
6.
6.
All right,
but for
okay.
you, a toddler, I don't know. Like, how were you first start touching any instrument?
No, I started with classical music background.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have to have a strong foundation in classical music because classical music is a really good base for you to be able to start different music theories. So once you master the classical music foundation, you can be able to really easily pick up other different instruments because music is one. It's universal. So it's really, you know, it gave me a leverage to be able to pick up different instruments and learn other cultural music theories and stuff like that. Yeah.
I see.
So when you talk about like the foundation, is it like the piano that you first
Piano and
started?
violin. Classical
Piano.
music.
Okay, piano.
Yeah, the harmonies and everything. So it's good to be able to master that first before you go and venture out into, you know, different theories.
When did you feel like you already mastered the
Yeah, how...
classical in the piano?
I started since I was a baby. Like literally, I would bang the piano when I was a baby, and then I started violin when I was like 5 or 6. So I did like my grade 8, my diploma. You know, like the basic ABRSM classical music.
Yeah,
syllabus.
yeah.
You know, that
There's
thing?
like different levels.
It's like, you know, the Asian parents kind of
Yeah.
thing where they do.
So
but-
your mom is a tiger mom.
Oh no. Totally opposite from that. We'll
That
get into
sounds
that
like
later.
what a tiger mom would do and make her child do.
Yeah, but actually it's not. I grew up in a really supportive household. So my mom has always been very supportive of my musical upbringing, my journey, and also in other aspects of my life as well. So she's a really open person. So she's not like a typical Asian parent, you know. So she's open for me to try, experiment new things.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically my whole childhood and my whole upbringing. I grew up in a very open-minded, non-traditional household. So that was a really good childhood for me to be able to, you know, grow as an individual.
I see.
But does that mean that like after school you need to like you go back home and then practice all this piano?
Oh yeah, because I was interested in it.
I
So
see.
she did not force me. It was more of like passion and interest that I will be like, okay. Because I found myself to be a very like strong-minded and I'm a perfectionist. So I will be very hard on myself sometimes. So and I will compare myself to people.
And
Sometimes
your
when
mom
I
be
was
like,
young.
stop comparing
It's
yourself.
like,
Your mother,
you're
calm
fine
down,
and you're
calm down.
comparing to someone who's like 25.
Yeah, that kind of thing, you know. No, so when I was
knew
young, now it's okay. I'm talking about like when I was young, you know, and you know, like there's a lot of all these like insecurities when you're younger. So I felt like music was a gateway or like an escape or like a thing where I could prove my self-worth in a kind of sense. That kind of thing. When I was younger, now it's like a totally different story. But yeah, I think that was my whole relationship with music. So music has always been part of my whole life.
I see.
Yeah.
That's so cool. But you say that after you mastered the classical music and those kind of instruments, you started going to ethnical musics, right? What was the first instrument that you picked up that's like most people wouldn't even know about? Like,
oh, okay. So this instrument is called the sapet.
Sorry,
sapet.
see, nobody knows about it.
Okay, where is the sapet? Probably we can take it out.
Is it like a huge one?
It's kind of like a mid-size. It's a boat lute. So lute is like a string instrument, a little bit like a guitar, but this is a traditional lute, a stringed instrument. It's usually traditionally have 3 strings only, but this one has 4 strings because this design
looks so cool.
Oh my God.
This design is a contemporary design. So if you see here, this notation is not your typical chromatic scale.
Yeah, how come the spacing is so different? And you're missing a key.
It's missing a key? No, it's not missing a key.
It's not
actually.
missing? You move it
You
yourself?
can move it.
Oh,
yes. And
wow.
traditionally, because this is contemporary, it's different. Traditionally, they usually use beeswax. So beeswax is a little bit like glue tack, It's a little bit sticky, but you can move all the notations and all the frets. So this is in a pentatonic scale, not a chromatic scale like your guitar, like da 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 dun. But this one is dun 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 dun. It's a different.
But where is this instrument from?
This instrument is from Borneo. So Borneo is an island in Southeast Asia. Borneo consists of Kalimantan, Brunei, Sabah, and Sarawak. So Sabah and Sarawak is part of Malaysia. So this instrument, I got it from my hometown, Sarawak. So Sarawak, this instrument is part of the Orang Ulu ethnic group. So Orang Ulu ethnic group is basically a major category of a of the minor ethnic indigenous groups of Sarawak. Okay, so there's a lot of sub and minority indigenous groups in Sarawak. You have like the Lumbawang.
Well, I'm just saying, I think our translator is going to have a great day with this episode.
No, I can list a few. There's Kayan Kenya, there's Kelabit, there's Lumbawang, there is a lot. And then Sabah Sarawak, there's like Kadazan.
Oh, wow.
There's all that lah.
See, because I didn't know Malaysia have so many different like subculture groups.
Subculture groups, yes. And
That is so cool.
Yeah. It's really, really diverse because there are 2 parts in Malaysia. There is Semenanjung, Malaysia, and there is Sabah and Sarawak, Malaysia. So Sabah and Sarawak, Malaysia mostly have a lot of indigenous groups where Semenanjung, Malaysia is like, Kuala Lumpur, and these places are mostly the 3 major races. We have Malays, Indians, and Chinese. Yeah. So it's really, really diverse. Yeah, so and that also affects our language. We speak more than 3 languages, so that is also quite something. Yeah.
Because yourself, you speak English, you speak
Bahasa Melayu and also Chinese.
Chinese.
And also like dialects like Hokkien, and then you have Bahasa Sarawak, and that kind of sub languages. Yeah.
Wow. I'm so speechless.
I know.
from all that.
What kind of school did you go to? Did you go to like specific musical school that trained you for all these career? No,
I just went to like a normal government school. Yeah, the government school will teach you like those 3 languages. Yeah, Malay, Chinese, English. Yeah.
Wow.
So not like
a musical
specific.
space.
Oh no.
Wow.
That musical thing was just at home.
What?
Yeah.
At home?
Yeah.
We can swear if you want.
No, yeah, totally. Oh my God.
Holy smokes! I guess your parents didn't send you to prep school, 补习班.
Oh no.
So you just go home and just play on.
So after
play with your
school
instruments.
or after every like 有补习班啦, I will go to all those tuitions, after school. But then after that it's a secret, but I don't. Okay, last time I was not a really good student. I wouldn't do my homework and things like that, because I was busy with music. And so I would just immerse myself into practicing and just experimenting with productions and everything. So yeah.
So are those sorry, self-taught.
Yeah, self-taught actually.
Wait,
Yeah, self-taught.
sorry, we gotta go back to the self-taught part. But you say that your mom, you say your mom is she studies ethnic music and she wrote thesis on it, right?
Yes.
So but she didn't teach you any of those?
The thesis taught me quite a lot of things.
You read her thesis?
I read her thesis. I studied her thesis.
Wait, how old were you when you wrote this? What?
No. She wrote it. I studied it.
Yeah, but
In what age? Like, when did you study your mom's thesis?
Like around high school, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Around
At least
like
you-
12,
That makes more sense.
13.
at least you were
yeah.
in elementary
Definitely
school or
not
something.
like, you know.
Because I was gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in Taiwan, our stereotypes will be if you want to be really good at music, like really talented, you probably need to spend a lot of money invested in all this education when the kid was young.
Young,
in
and then
order
send them to
become,
special schools and then study all the classical stuff.
found all these tutors and then went to like musical schools in order to be at least somehow successful in the musical
So your
career.
path is actually
Pretty
very
different.
unusual. Like
Yeah, I
for-
was quite fortunate to grow up in a music environment, and because of that whole environment, is your environment is really important. Whatever you're exposed to affects how you view the world, affects your perspective, and everything that you touch and see and learn. So yeah, I'm quite fortunate to have a mother like that as well.
So she talk
yeah.
about all this stuff with you at
yes,
home
with
too,
me.
right?
Yeah. So our dynamic is like really good friends, best friends, that kind of thing. So we have a very, very good relationship.
So do you know more about
Ethnomusicology.
ethnomusicology now more than your mom now? Because you actually play. I assume your mom don't play all of the instruments that you know how to play.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So it's like I am kind of passing down a legacy. Yeah, kind of something like that, you know?
The student has become a teacher now in some way.
Something like that.
Right? It is true though. It is true because all the different kind of instruments that I've seen you play on your Instagram videos, they were huge, like the one you just held, and some of them were tiny, and sometimes you use like different singing techniques, like I don't know.
Throat singing.
Yeah, throat singing.
Yeah.
Is throat singing also part of the Malaysian subculture group? Or because I know Mongolians have those throat singing too, right?
Yes. I think throat singing is part of most ethnic groups.
Oh.
Yeah. Most indigenous ethnic groups.
They all have some kind of...
They all have some kind of related like war cries or bird calls. They all have their certain specific sounds. Because indigenous groups or ethnic groups is all really connected with Mother Nature herself, Yeah. So all the sounds will be all really, really similar. Yeah, but obviously they have their different techniques, different styles of...
How did you learn throat singing? Online. How?
Okay, that's a very, very hard question because I think it's just like I got it. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I don't know how to explain. It's very like
But just you heard it. I was like,
heard
I
it.
know how to do it.
Yeah, because it's using a technique part of your throat where it's very nasal, and then it's like, so you're like for example, when you want to cough, you that kind of thing. So it's that kind of technique,
Yeah.
Just pretty natural to you.
It's pretty natural. Yeah,
I
it
want to
comes
say
pretty
I
natural
know,
to
but
me.
I don't know. That's just so cool.
Sorry, I'm bad at explaining, but yeah. This
Are you
basically,
aware that most people can do what you do?
I mean, it comes naturally to me. So yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, everybody have things of their own that they're good at. So yeah.
And you also do your own music production, right? Because you do
Yes.
your own recording and you do your mixing and mastering, right?
Yeah.
How did you learn this? Like you also learn them all online?
Yeah. Or okay, this one production wise, I learned it during the pandemic, like the coronavirus that time. And you have like more spare time. Everyone had a lot of spare time, so I figure out, experimented with production during the time, and then that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So 3-4 years ago. But before that, I was already doing productions. But then that time gave me a really good opportunity to really, go deep dive into the techniques, the mixing and mastering and the arrangement, everything. So yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
because
cool.
I read on some article you said that during the pandemic, that's when you actually started experimenting with a lot of videos, right? And posting your stuff online, on Instagram, on TikTok. What gave you the idea, or what made you want to try to post stuff on the internet?
I think it was just mainly out of, okay, since everyone is posting something, why not I do it first? But then it slowly became like a passion project kind of thing. So I just did it out of my own interest. Yeah. So I did it like in a way where I follow trends. I just did it like, okay, if I have a production of music that I created, I just post it online. But then it slowly to get traction, and then, slowly get viral. And then I slowly also made trending remixes of trending songs. And then especially with all these traditional elements, and then that was where it,
Because I think it takes a lot of courage to post stuff online, right? Because in the beginning, you just maybe post some of your own works, but you don't know how people will see it.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't know what kind of comments you'll get, especially at that time. You probably were pretty young. So how did you, I don't know.
There's a lot of perspectives, a lot of perceptions of other people. It's honestly, I could not give a fuck. No, seriously, I just don't care.
See, that's why I want to hear.
You can see that in her video and music, right?
Yeah, not just like her style, you know, like
Yeah.
you got a certain swag in your video. I love it.
It's all about being authentic. So being authentic is having no shame, having a sense of vulnerability that you can show to people. And being authentic means being comfortable in your own skin, that it makes people uncomfortable. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I love that sense. But when did you achieve this stage of, being comfortable in your own skin? Like, because not everybody can do it. Like, even people, sometimes I can't even do it. I'm 41. So how did you
Get comfortable in my own
your
skin?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a really long journey. It started during like primary school, high school. At that point of stage, especially when you transition from an adolescence to a teenager, it is a very vulnerable stage, and you are sensitive to everything, sensitive to people, to environmental changes, and everything around you is so big, and you do not know what you want, you do not know who you are as a person, and it's okay to feel that way. But at that time, when you have external factors like, okay, all these bullies, I was bullied really badly in primary school and high school. So especially in high school, it got to the point where I had to almost make a police report. Yeah, that it was quite bad. And obviously that affected my mental health a lot. And it got to a point where I got really severely depressed and almost like suicidal, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I think that whole that whole experience is really good. I'm really, really grateful that I have that experience, actually, because it is very important to have struggles like this so that it is like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It sounds so like, but it's true.
But all great artists go through some kind of struggles, right?
The thing is, if you don't struggle, what are you doing?
Yeah, things come too easily. Then you don't know.
Then you don't know what you want.
Yeah.
And you don't know, you wouldn't know who you are if you haven't struggled before, or if you haven't passed through some sort of hardship before. Yeah. So basically, at that time, how I got out of that whole depressive episode was I turned into music. I basically used music as an escape. That's why I said music is like when you are immersed in like, creating things, or like just playing a piece of music, it's like you're transported to a new world, or like you're in trance. For example, when you listen to a groovy music, or when you listen to something that catches your attention, you get into like a meditative or like a trance state. So music was like a gateway and an escape for me to just let my emotions out. Yeah. And also at that time also, because if you never know, I last time was a competitive tennis player. Yeah.
Wow.
So my dad was a tennis coach last time.
Wow.
Yes. So okay, actually that was a little bit of a throw off because that was very sudden, but it was really related to my music journey as well. Because since young also I was brought up in a really athletic household as well. Like I
musical and athletic.
Musical
At the
and
same
athletic
time.
at the same time.
So you don't
yes.
have time to study. That makes sense.
I was a good high scorer. Okay lah.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And obviously I didn't do my homework, but obviously it's like I passed everything with good results. So it's okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since young, especially since toddler as well, I've done a lot of like tennis trainings. I go for tournaments and stuff, and also because of the athletic upbringing, I did like running competitions when I was really young. Like in primary school, I did like a national running.
Wow.
I was a national running champion at the age of 6. That kind of thing. So
Holy smokes!
No, okay.
What
No,
haven't
okay,
you
you know
done?
what?
Seriously, what haven't you done?
No, the thing is, my dad is a different kind of character than my mom. He is the tough love one. It's called the what? You can call it tiger dad or what lah. He is the typical Asian parent.
Okay. Got it.
So where's the tiger part?
Yeah.
Okay, the dad.
Yeah. So my dad is a very he's a very straight strong mind, also really strong minded person, and also a perfectionist. So when it's like a magnet,
Yeah.
when the both same ends meet, it repels.
Oh.
So yeah, but the thing is, I'm so grateful of his discipline training, because the amount of training we had to do is crazy. Especially physical training. Like we were trained climb up to 15th floor, run up to 15th floor, up down more to 5 to 10 times for
5 to
training.
10?
5 to 10 times training, running up. So that was like the whole cardio training when I was younger. Like before my running competitions or before my tennis competitions, I would do that. And we would practice in like hot sun at 1 to 2 p.m.
And that's Malaysian sun.
And that's Malaysian sun. So last time I was super tan. I had like it was really tough. Really, really tough. And his way of showing his love is like tough love. So it's a totally opposite of my mom. So obviously he wanted me to be like a tennis star, like a tennis what's that? A tennis prodigy, But obviously tennis to me was like a chore. Was like a
It's not what you're passionate.
It's not what I'm passionate about. And because sports and music, the industry and the whole career itself is so different. Because sports, the only thing you need to do is what? Win tournaments. And obviously, it's a very mentally challenging sport as well. Yeah. But the only thing that you can succeed in the career is by winning tournaments. And if you realize, and it takes a lot of mental prep and a lot of, not only physical. Actually, the physical is one side of it, like probably 60%. But 40% of it is mental. It's really, you got to be, that's why every time athletes, if you see like those sports television, it's really, really high stress. Like you look at the Olympics, I can't even, like they are actually, that's why, a lot of them have panic attacks and all this.
Yeah.
It's very, very emotional.
Yeah, Simone Biles talk about it.
Yes. Yeah. So it's, and obviously for my character like this, I am not fit for that. So because I'm a very intense person and this kind of things is too aggressive for me, and it would really affect. So plus the tennis training, plus the like the high school
all the
drama and
dramas,
trauma. The traumatic experience, it was like a toll for me, and it took a whole turn where I decided, why not? I just gonna stop sports completely and just focus on music.
So when did you tell your dad that no more sports, Dad?
Was he okay with
Yeah.
Oh, he was not okay. He was definitely not okay with
because
it.
it sounds like he put all his hopes and dreams maybe into helping you to go where you
now
were going.
he's okay. Yeah. Now he's okay. He started to slowly, But at that time, it was the time during like primary school to high school, the transition. So during that time, it's already such a vulnerable stage. It's like it's like because tennis, especially tennis tournaments, those scouts were scout for new prodigies, were scout for new talents, right? And that is actually the primal stage, the really good stage for the scouts to be able to, you know, go and
that they just go around the world and find like
that kind of thing,
potentials,
you know?
and
Potential.
Probably draft you to Miami, you know, right?
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
I don't care about that word anymore.
No, I'm just joking. But yeah, that I was like, okay, why not? Because tennis, honestly, I suck at it lah. Honestly, okay, I can say that I've won a lot of tournaments. I won a lot of running competitions when I was young. But obviously, it's not what I'm passionate in. And if I'm not passionate in it, it's like I will suck at it because whatever physical will turn emotional, and whatever emotional will lead back to the whole thing. So
Did you intentionally, you know, like lose a few tournaments so that you can slowly turn that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
It sounds like it's not what my passion is, but I'm still pretty good. I still won a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, actually. Whoa.
So you fake playing once in a while.
Yeah, it's not fake playing. There was one time the court was quite slippery. It's because of things like some dry leaves, and you know it was quite wet because it was after raining. And then I don't know whether it was purposely or probably I was just so fucking fed up of it. So I was just like hitting the like serving and everything, and then because you're supposed to chase the ball and everything, so when I hit my backhand, I purposely went and
You fell.
So yeah, and then I had like a big scar until now, you know, big scar there.
Wow, okay.
So I don't know what I was thinking at that time, but it was kind of like indirectly, subconsciously, I was like, I just want to fall. I just don't want to do it.
You want this to be
anymore.
done.
Yeah,
right?
I want it to be done because it's like I'm being pressured, you know. I'm being pressured to win. Not by my father, but by myself, because it's a competition.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't win, it's so embarrassing.
And you say you're a perfectionist, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm a perfectionist,
Seeing
so
an
it's
L
like
probably hurts a lot too.
yeah,
right?
it hurts a lot, and definitely I'll be really, really hard on myself. So sports is not for me with my sort of, you know, character and personality type. So yeah, that's why music was a escape and a getaway for me to, you know.
But music, you say music, there's no win and lose, right? But
Yes.
but if you post something online, then there's numbers, there's views, right? Then wouldn't you be competitive when it comes to the view counts or anything?
Okay, at that time, I was not doing social media, or I was doing music, obviously, just for my passion and also just to, you know, express a feeling, because music itself is an art, is an emotion. Music, it turns to an art when it makes the listener feel something. So if you feel something when listening to music, that can be considered art already. Yes. So anything can be perceived as art. Like this cup. It's an art. It's an art. And if it moves you, if it moves your heart, or it moves you in a certain way, or if it reminds you of something or a person, it's an art. Yeah. So
I don't feel anything about
you don't
that
feel anything
cup,
about it. So it might not be for you, but
Yeah.
it might be for somebody else. So that's why music is so subjective. Some people might not like this, some people might like it. So that's why I say I don't give a fuck whether people like my music or not, because it's subjective. You know, obviously there's talking about whether I care what people think or don't care. You have to have a middle ground as well. Okay, when it comes to like being commercial and being niche, or being like, you know, too experimental, where it's like only there's a niche market for it. So I feel like my music genre, because there are 3 genres: ethnic, cinematic, and electronic, which is the dance music scene. So I feel like I am in the gray area. I'm in the middle, because I have 3 genres. I have 3 markets that I can go to. And for me, I feel like it's just combining the best of these 3 worlds together. So cinematic is all all the really film soundtracks is really classical as well, all my classical music background. And then you have the ethnic elements, which is all my traditional roots, my cultural roots, part of who I am, part of my home, my roots. And then you have the electronic dance music. So the electronic dance music is really good to connect with a younger generation, and that is a good leverage and a good platform to be able to introduce all these long forgotten instruments that's about to go extinct already. So that's the best way to go about it. It's not something new. A lot of people have done it, but definitely, especially Sarawak and Malaysian instruments, it's really becoming long forgotten. So it's one of my goals to
bring it back.
To bring it back. To bring it back.
So you brought a lot of these ethical instruments. I mean, when you found it, you just kind of like learn how to play it, or is it okay for you to teachers to teach you?
Yeah, are there still teachers to teach you?
Oh yeah, okay. So the first, like I mentioned, first instrument I mastered was the sapet. So
yeah, can we bring that back? Because we still don't know what it sounds like, right?
Okay, this one is a contemporary one, so you can't really hear the true sound of it. It needs a pickup for it, but it's like. So this one has a really gentle, meditative, really alluring sound. Really alluring sound with it. Last time it was used for ceremonial rituals. So, like for example, there was a story of this. I don't want to get into the details of the story, but it was basically used for healing purposes. Like the man will play for the wife, and then the wife will heal. So it's really ritualistic, and it's really calm, very gentle. So there's a technique where they use is a drone notes. So the it's a really significant sound. So you will know that sound. You will know that it's this instrument if you hear the. Yeah, that's kind of like what do you call it? Plug drone. Yeah, that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. No, I'm just immersed in this.
It's really cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah. So okay.
But it's still widely available in Sarawak.
Oh yeah.
Or,
okay. This instrument is quite popular actually. It's quite popular in Borneo, in Kalimantan, because it's originally from Kalimantan, and then the people also moved, like back in the days, the history. Kalimantan, the people moved to Sabah and Sarawak. So all the indigenous groups are all really connected. All there, so they're all one. Yeah. And okay, back to the question. You were saying that I had a sapet master called Matthew now. So he's one of the sapet masters that taught me how to play this instrument. So went back to his to my hometown to his house just to learn, a couple of times, and then. Yeah.
That's
I kind of
cool.
just play.
And how about the rest of the instruments on the table? Because I know today you brought 6 instruments in total, right? I actually want to go through all of them. What is this huge bamboo thing in your hand?
So
it
this
looks like a bazooka.
Oh yeah.
What is a bazooka?
火箭筒.
Oh.
right? It does look like a bazooka.
Yeah. So this has a lot of names because It has a lot of names because it's used by a lot of different tribes as well, but it's still considered as one instrument. So it's called like there's a thing pratukong, there's sirotuong, there's another name called pekbu in Lun Bawang tribe language. So it's a percussive instrument made out of bamboos, and then they shave it. They shave one of the points, and then they use some wood pegs to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Because this instrument, I want to tell people who are listening to the podcast, this instrument doesn't have any strings other than the bamboo itself and a few wood thing to
support
yes.
the bamboo shape. I don't know how to even say it.
So this instrument is a percussive rhythmic instrument. So there is 4 tunes in it. Da, 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 da.
Doesn't it hurt your hand though?
Da, 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 da. No, it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't because it's pure bamboo.
It's pure bamboo.
It's
yes.
pure bamboo. It's not even string. Oh wow.
And okay, so basically the rhythms are like.
Oh, I like this.
Yes. So it's very structural. It's
and it's very modern too.
Yes.
I like the.
And then usually they will play in an ensemble with different instruments. Like you have the ideophone called Engkrumong, that one that looks a little bit like the gamelan set. But it is, it's called an Engkrumong. So that one is used by the Iban people. I didn't bring it today.
Oh, it's okay.
But
it's too big. It's huge, right?
Yeah.
But what if
kind of thing.
any of these instruments has broken? Did you fix it yourself, or could you find
Can you
like
still
this
find artisans
bamboo
to
instrument? What if you break one of those bamboo strings?
What if one of the bamboo strings just break off?
We don't think about that. But
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just joking. No, I mean, I wouldn't think about that. But I have a friend that he's quite passionate in all these instruments as well. So he helped me to kind of repair it, and also I take good care of them. And he actually did help me. We did it together. Help me to revive one of the almost extinct instruments called Engkururai. So Engkururai is a little bit similar like this, but I unfortunately I didn't have it today because it's quite something that needs to be protected, because that instrument itself is about to go extinct already.
Wow.
Yes. So it's part of the mouth organ family. It's a little bit similar like this sompoton. So sompoton, this is called sompoton, is a mouth organ.
It looks kind of like the Chinese traditional
sheng. Yes, sheng. Yeah,
Thanks for trying to explain how it is.
It's like there's a little hulu at the bottom, so it looks very different.
Yes, it looks very different. But this one obviously is a more contemporary one where they use more, where they use more. They use the latex and everything. But traditionally, this part is made out of beeswax, and this part is made out of a dried gourd, like dry fruit. So it's made out of 8 bamboo stems, and then it sounds quite high pitched. So a little bit like sheng, the sheng, Yeah, so part of the mouth organ family, a bit like the cayenne from Laos as well. Yeah.
And I saw a key.
Is that a key? No. Sorry, the super small, tiny metal stuff. Is that also an instrument?
This is an instrument as well. It's called a jaw harp. So jaw harp is well known. It was passed on from Asia to the whole world.
Oh.
So it's really common in all parts of indigenous places. Actually, this is a brass one. You have a bamboo one as well. Bamboo one is quite long and it's made out of bamboo. So the tone is slightly different. But jaw harp is one of the oldest instrument in history.
Oh.
It's one of the oldest instrument because last time, people they want to play instruments, then they will create all this kind of thing. So it's really old already. Yeah. Yeah, kind of something.
Do you also blow on it, or just like use the vibration? The vibration make all the sound.
It's vibration. So you basically put it on your teeth like this.
Oh, you also blow like
a little bit
through it.
Just a little bit.
But there's different techniques as well.
Wow.
Yeah, different techniques as well.
Where did you find this instrument? Did you steal it from the museum? Or
Oh no!
It doesn't look like it belongs
That's how
in the
you stole
museum.
it at the museum.
Oh no! This jaw harp actually is quite common.
It's
It's
quite
quite common.
common.
Yeah, but the bamboo ones are a little bit harder to find. But this one you just get online also can. But the thing is,
I see.
yeah, actually, but the bamboo ones are the ones that are handmade. I should have brought that, but
It's okay. It's
yeah.
really
You
super
brought
cool
so
already.
much, yes.
And there's this nose flute I saw on your
nose
Instagram.
flutes.
Guys, this is so cool. Like, why would anyone play a flute with nose? Like, how did people come up with this? This is so cool.
This is part of the Kadazan Dusun tribe. Dusun tribe in Sabah. So it's one of the indigenous instruments as well. And they basically play it through the nose. It has a really, a really dissonant sound. Okay, so... So yeah.
I have so many questions. Can I just start with like, when you are blowing through one nasal, don't you waste a lot of air through the other nasal?
Yeah, it's quite. Usually there are different techniques to play. It's either straight or it's either like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But this instrument is also a little bit. It's not really that well known,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make
it takes a lot of practice too, right?
Oh,
'Cause
definitely.
It's anti-instinct
Yeah.
to play with the nose.
Yes, it's very intuitive, and each flute is customized to your nose, or like it has to fit the shape of your nose.
No.
Yeah. So the hole is actually on top and not the side.
Oh, I see.
So it's just like a. Yeah.
Do you know why people play this flute with their nose? Is there a reason why instead of using their mouth?
I think it's just a tradition thing.
It's just a tradition.
It's a tradition thing. Like how did they make this? Because they wanted some sound. People want sound. Last time, in the olden
do
times.
you find the sound of the nose flute different from like a regular mouth flute? Like because to my ear, I really can tell the tiny difference. So I just want to know.
Cannot.
I can't.
Okay,
I can't.
Me either.
So I just want to know, like from a professional
Good that you
artist's
pointed
ear.
it out. It's
'Cause
like, what's the difference? Why he make also the effort?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, because this it has some significant style of playing, so there's a really unique way of playing it. So usually this one has a very, very dissonant. It's not melodic. If you want to play, especially when you, so it's not your when you play it or when traditionally played, it's not melodic like a like a one note kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
So it's more simply. The notes are very like 青菜啦.
Go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Is 青菜a Chinese word?
I think it's Taiwanese, right?
Yeah.
青菜.
Okay, it's Taiwanese, is it?
Hokkien.
Oh, it's Hokkien lah.
Okay. 闽南话,
A little
right?
bit.
Yeah, I think it's similar. People understand. Yeah.
Okay,
青菜.
yeah. It's very 青菜. But then it takes a lot of air to blow,
Yeah, because that's what I was saying, right? Because you waste a lot of air through the other nasal, right?
Yeah.
But if you blow with your mouth, then you save a lot of air. It lasts longer, right?
Yeah.
Because the nose, I'm not sure. I gotta probably ask one of the makers. His name is called Nachmi. He's a flute enthusiast as well. And yeah, he makes all this from scratch. Wow. And it's really, really inspiring. So I gotta ask him on how why do they use the nose? But I think it's because the nose have different where the mouth is stronger.
Yeah.
So the mouth is very easy to control, but the nose is much harder to control.
Yeah.
So I think because of the difficulty on how you can control the air from your nose, it changes the tone of the flute, the air passing through the flute as well. So I think there's a reason for it as well.
Where did you find all these enthusiastic people for all these instruments online or?
Oh no, this is part of my hometown as well, Borneo. Yeah. So this one.
This sounds like your hometown. Just have a lot of
like cool people.
Making all this kind of cool,
Now we
cool
feel like
instruments.
Taipei City is kind of boring, right? My friends are kind of boring.
Yeah. And also there's one more big instrument in the box that we haven't seen, right?
Oh yes. Okay. So
What is this?
The tapi from the Lun Bawang tribe of Sarawak as well. So Lun Bawang or Lun Daye is similar names. This is a little bit similar like that as well. It's a boat lute as well. But then it has a more plucky and metallic tone to it. So obviously this is a more contemporary one.
But and only two strings.
Only
too
two
on
strings,
this.
yes. This is one of the unique things about it. 2 strings. And this one I already changed it to chromatic scale. So similar style of playing, using the thumb to strum the string. And it has a more, if you hear the difference, this has more, it's more aggressive and plucky compared to the that one. So this one is also an instrument that's about to get long forgotten. So this is not as popular as that sapet. So that sapet in Kalimantan and especially Sabah and Sarawak is really popular. Yeah, in Borneo. Yeah. But then you have this, which is a little bit long forgotten, and it's one of the main instruments that I use during my shows as well. So
Yeah, because like, if you bring this out on stage, people would just be like, whoa, what's going on? That's so cool.
yeah. So this, because I like the tone because it's very aggressive and plucky. So it's very, really versatile for especially electronic music as well.
I see. Because like, you're in Taiwan this time to perform at the Ultra Taiwan,
Yes,
right?
Ultra Taiwan,
That's
yes.
a EDM music
EDM
festival.
Yeah.
And I know at a lot of these EDM events, right? There are so many kind of DJs. They play all this kind of different musics. They come from all over the world, but there are very few people play instruments on stage, right?
Is that correct?
Is that correct? Because from what I know, a lot of people just use their computer and just mix it there, or use like vinyls, mix it there. But instruments live, I don't see that many of them.
So Ultra stage, or most EDM festivals, they have different stages. So Ultra has around 4 stages. So you have the main stage, the Resistance stage, the Ultra Park stage, which is the stage that I performed. And then you have the UMF radio. So the main stage, they are basically playing hard music, techno music, hard style. Got a big room, or that main stage, hard and aggressive music. And then you have Resistance stage. Resistance stage, they are mainly playing like melodic techno. So you have all the melodic techno headliners and really, really awesome sound. I actually really enjoyed Resistance stage last night. So I was partying like more than 2 hours. After my show, I just went straight to Resistance stage. I was like, woo! I was just partying the whole time. I was just dancing. Just me, that one person. I can see around everybody around me was with their partners, with their friend groups, everything, and it was very obvious that I was just one person there, just dancing and then partying. So it was really, really good when the lineups. And then we have the Ultra Park stage. Ultra Park stage is mainly for live performances. So that stage has a lot of live performance, and especially you have like my traditional cultural ones, with especially electronic dance music as well, and then with a combination of cinematic music. So that was what I did that day, yesterday. And then you have like violinists, you have those drum and bass DJs, and the singing as well. People sing. I do sing in my sets as well, but then you have singers, artists. So it's more of a live stage. Like people are doing live synthesizer performance kind of thing. Like, you know, those big synth racks that you see. Yeah, it's quite cool, you know. And then you have the UMF radio. It's a smaller hub, and then it's more intimate. It's really close to the audience. So you have that as well. Yeah. So most EDM festivals have different stages for different types of genres of music and styles. Yeah.
Wow. So is this your first big EDM festival that you traveled to?
I did Supalapa. Supalapa is one of the festivals in Malaysia as well. One of the big ones. Tiesto was headlining.
Oh wow!
So yeah, that was huge as well. And yeah, I really like it. Yeah.
Nice.
And since all your reels and music creation went viral on the internet, do you think like the whole world changed after that? I mean,
do people treat you differently?
Yeah.
I think it was a gradual thing. Yeah, I did not put much pressure on myself or on anything, because music to me and social media to me came really naturally. Yeah, because I am showing a part of myself that is not staged. Obviously, some videos need to be pre-recorded and everything, but it's still authentically me, and I'm not faking anything. So it came very naturally, and there was no pressure involved. So.
But did you shoot all these videos by yourself?
Oh, yeah.
All the reels, yeah.
All the reels myself.
It looks really, really cool. Like you tell them, oh, what about we add this? Something is missing.
Because you
all
tell
the
the story.
Process.
Yeah, because you tell the process. You tell the story of the song before you give people the final mix.
Yeah.
And I think all your audience love it, right? They go through the journey kind of with you, even though I'm sure it takes way longer. So much work.
It's like probably, okay, in a production, I can take probably 1 week to finish, or probably like 3 to 5 days. But the thing is, because I'm a perfectionist, I keep changing a song. So the latest release, The Reviver, was actually, it took like around 2 months to finish it. Because I keep changing it, and I kept like procrastinating, and I kept, I was not satisfied with it. So it took 2 months. And that 2 months was just cut into 60 to 90 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
my God.
Yeah. So that was the whole sum of the production process. Yeah.
Crazy.
So a lot of people don't know how much work it takes to create a piece of music, a piece of art, not even music, a piece of, a piece of instrument you make, or a piece of, script that you're writing, or whatever interview questions that you're interviewing me right now.
Thank you.
It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to do your research, to do your thing. A lot of people don't notice that, and because when you are part of the production, when you're part of the backstage thing, and because I'm doing backstage and live, I do behind the scenes productions as well, and like sound design, a bit of jingles, like short film scores, that kind of thing. So I know how much work it takes, and I'm sure everyone that have worked in production knows the amount of effort that it takes, to put on a good show. Yeah.
Do you also do your own graphic designs? Because I on one of the reels I see like when you were performing on stage, there's like really cool, I don't know,
I do that
graphics
myself.
or I don't know. You did it yourself?
I did it myself.
What the?
So basically, sometimes
What don't you know?
yeah,
Like,
no, actually,
seriously.
to be honest, it's a bit stressful. It's like a one woman kind of thing. Yeah, visuals also I do. Especially those like the ones that you see in Ultra. Also that one I do. Yeah, it's like the AI generated kind of thing. Or I would take like nature footages, and I will take like probably those part of my cultures, those videos that you see in like those travel videos, and then I will compile and make a story out of them, like a cinematic footage and a whole storyline. So it's fun, but it's really tiring. Yeah, and when you need to rush for deadlines, or especially rush for one show after another, because I'm doing everything. It's like a one woman thing. So definitely it's like I need to prepare my production, my live stage show, and then my visuals. And then you have like the preparation, the amount of like instruments that I have to bring, So it's like it takes a lot. So yeah.
You still have a lot of energy on the
Yeah,
stage. Maybe the tennis training, play a little part.
Or maybe
Yeah, you got stamina.
Because you're like so busy on the stage, you play all these instruments, you have all this great passion. It's like, maybe the tennis training, help a little bit. Help a little bit.
Cardio-wise.
Cardio-wise. All the stairs, running.
Jumping around.
There's some people that mention that my live sets are quite athletic or quite a lot of energy. I think it's also because of the tennis training.
Cardio.
Because there's a certain stance for tennis, like the wide leg stance, there's a certain tennis stand, and you got a thing like that.
But on the stage, you sometimes have that kind of pose,
that kind
right?
of pose,
Except when you
right?
did it, I was like, I've seen that pose on
Yes,
your videos.
right. So it's still really connected to, it's connected to
So
sports
it
as
still
well.
come together in the
Yeah,
end.
it's
though.
come together in the end. So there's a certain stance for it and all that. So yeah,
wow.
it still helps.
And this is your first time in Taiwan, right?
Yes,
Belle?
yeah.
Where did you go?
We went to, what was that? Ximending.
Oh.
And then we went to try some traditional Taiwanese tea, especially like
What do you mean
oolong
traditional?
cha.
Like
what
kung
does that
fu,
mean?
like
Kung fu.
like a person like
Yeah.
doing the whole tea
他们泡给
ceremony
你
in front of
and then
you.
and then you drink, you try, and then you like
And you smell,
yeah.
smell
Oh
the teacup
wow!
after.
Sorry, Taiwanese young people only drink like boba tea. We bought boba tea for you. So I just drank some real tea.
But I like to drink like warm tea, especially like traditional tea. Especially I just went to Yunnan and they have like we bought the cha ping. The cha ping was really good.
What is 茶饼？
那个类似
茶叶做的饼吗？
普洱茶就是那种茶
啊，
饼。
普洱茶
I
普洱
see.
茶那干的茶饼 and then we have a lot a lot of flavors, and then I like every day I will 泡一杯 just drink.
What were you doing in Yunnan? Were you just trying to find some more different kind of instruments?
Yeah, like inspiration, and the scenery was
Wow.
really good there, and because there's also a lot of 小众民族 there. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, so Yunnan is like a really, really good spot. And
Why did you pick Yunnan or did you just do some research online and you try to connect the people there like on the internet?
Oh no, I just went there for like holiday, kind of
I
getaway
see.
kind of thing, and then you know it was a really good holiday because we went to see Yang Liping, the peacock dance. Oh, that was so beautiful, so beautiful. Yeah.
那个很有名的孔雀的手有没有
Okay.
Yeah.
孔雀舞.
Yeah. Wow.
It was really, really eye-opening because of the music, and the music is really, really, it's like an ambient kind of thing. It's not really, it's a mixture of orchestral as well. So the music and the dance just goes really well with it. Yeah.
You also play some traditional Chinese instruments too, right? Like
yes.
古筝, right?
古筝,
Because I seen you play with that.
Yeah.
So you guys just have like a lot of instruments laying around at
more
home,
than
I suppose.
30 in my place. Yeah, in my studio. So
And you also have like drums and all this.
就是Bailingguo, yes. God, and then we have a lot. So yeah.
Oh my god! Like I can't imagine like what your place looks like. It probably looks like a museum. Instrumental museum. Yeah. And you're going back to Malaysia tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
That's such a
tomorrow.
short visit. Oh, that's so good.
But the food here is so good. We went to eat the 牛肉饭. 牛肉饭.
卤肉饭.
卤肉饭.
Yeah.
牛肉面 or 卤肉饭.
Yeah.
Okay.
卤肉饭.
It's really addictive. I ate it like 2 times already.
卤肉饭.
Yeah.
2 times already.
2 times already.
I found Malaysian people like 卤肉饭 a lot. Remember Uncle Roger? He went to eat 卤肉饭all the time.
Oh, yeah.
He went to eat 卤肉饭like 5-6 times, and he was only here for a week.
Oh, right. Oh my God. Yeah. That's really
That's literally what he did every day.
I know. So why did you go there?
He said,
it's
I
good.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, are you like a full-time like DJ and all these gigs, you make a living out of it now?
Okay. I am doing music full time, and I don't consider myself as a DJ. So I won't put my category. I won't put myself in a category of DJs. I consider myself as a live act. So I'm using the DJ as part of my set only. You know. So obviously, if you want me to DJ, I can DJ. So it's like a live act DJ kind of thing. And then I am a backstage behind the scenes producer as well, where I do jingles, sound design for people as well. So that is more for like corporate clients.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're on your own?
On my own. Yeah, on my own.
Talk to the client by yourself, negotiate contract and
Oh,
stuff.
no. I have a team for that.
I see.
Yeah. Actually, I do have a team. I do have a team behind my back, but mostly on the creative. Okay, like what I'm talking about, like visuals wise and everything, like the live show sets, creative aspect wise and creative. I have 100% of creative control. Obviously, you will need a team other than
To
that.
handle the business part, right?
Of course,
I
yes.
see.
Wow. Just like, I'm just so impressed by like all your creativity and your artistry. Just, it blew my mind, to be honest.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I do know some friends who are really passionate for all these traditional instruments as well in Taiwan, because we have a rich history and indigenous people. But you make it international, like your reels, your YouTube.
I think it's really inspiring.
It's really inspiring.
Because
Thank you.
I know the friends that you're talking about, right? Like one of our friends, she plays Shen, right? She plays Shen.
Okay,
she plays Shen.
Is it the sheng?
Yeah, like the...
Oh, sheng. Okay, okay,
Shen. But like, I think she goes into the...
really
artistic field.
Okay,
but
the
like,
traditional ones.
Yeah, but the way you are going about with your art, I think it's so different.
It's modern mixing with traditional. It's cool.
And it also goes global. I think just like, it just blew my mind. Really, the first time I saw your performance, it just blows my mind. I think that's when I told Kylie that, like, you know, like all these Malaysian people, they're gonna kick Taiwanese's ass in the future. Right?
I know.
No, because like for real, because the language advantage you guys have, you guys. Most of you
we're
speak,
just a little complaining. Like you guys speak English, Mandarin,
and you have a lot of different cultural mixture in Malaysia.
Like Bahasa Melayu, yeah.
So like, and maybe that also like influences from India, influences from China, you know, and just all this thing mixed together and create like powerful art.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm jealous, but I'm happy to see what comes out of Malaysia. Seriously though, seriously. And this is
So if
not...
you haven't listened to her music, her creation, just follow her on
on
Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, we'll put the link in our YouTube link.
So enjoy
Seriously.
the music. You don't need to know anything. I don't know anything about music, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for coming.
To
Thank
our
you.
podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, go to night market after this, okay? Enjoy your time in Taiwan.
Sure.
Okay, we're not done.
Okay, we're not done.
We
Yeah,
got
yeah.
so many questions. We just don't want to waste your time. But since you still got time, let's continue. Sisoski is your grandma's last name.
Yes.
And-
My grandma's name was called Sisoski.
Sisoski.
So yeah, it's a Chinese name, but definitely in my family roots, I'm kind of mixed. So in Sarawak, there's a lot of mixed groups. It's really mixed up already because of all the histories of all the race and everything. So if I could say I'm pure Chinese, I'm not, because there's a lot of different cultures or in there. But obviously I consider myself, if I want to talk about race, in my identification card is Chinese. But then if you actually go about it in like history and in like my family tree, it's not,
Yeah.
So but the thing is, if people ask me, where you're from, I would say I'm Sarawakian, or I would say I'm Malaysian.
You actually have a lot of Sarawakian pride, because I see on some interviews you call yourself Sarawakian. I think you say that more than saying that I'm Malaysian.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like,
So
why do you have so much Sarawakian pride? Like,
it's because Sarawakian, Sabahan, and especially Semenanjung, Malaysia, I feel like we are a little bit, not to say divided, but because we are how to say, we are, it's overseas. It's considered overseas. You need to take a flight there, so it's a little
it's
bit
so far away, right?
It's quite far away
from
already.
KL, from everybody else.
So the cultures are a little bit different, if you look at it. Like there's bustling city, and then you have more quiet life, that kind of thing. So the whole people, the whole culture interaction is all really, really different.
Do you still live there though?
No, I am based in KL.
KL
already.
now.
Yeah.
So you live on your own, say that.
Yeah, I live on
Bye,
my
mom and dad. I'm on my own now.
Yeah.
So can you talk about your age too? How old are you? You look so young.
You look so young.
Look so young.
Because
Okay.
I saw your Instagram. Like, I think you just graduated last year or the year before, right? You posted some.
Did you still go to school?
You
Like, do you
post
still
on
go
your
to school?
Instagram. Am I wrong? Am I
Yeah.
reading it wrong? Because I remember seeing you posting something about your graduation
Yeah.
last year or the year before.
Graduation was 2 years ago, I think. Is
2
it
years
2 years or 1 year? I'm not sure. But okay, since I'm gonna be only this age once, why not I just talk about it and leverage on the benefits it gives me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm this year.
What the?
Oh, what the fuck?
I was thinking maybe like.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you're.
Okay, this is the problem why I don't talk about my age. That's why I'm a little bit hesitant to talk about my age as well. There's a lot of reasons for that. Like first, okay lah, like the sort of reaction, okay. But then I feel like, especially in the industry, you got to portray yourself in a certain way, especially for artists. I'm not talking. I'm like speaking behalf of a lot of artists themselves as well. You need to act as a professional. You need to be careful of what you say. Be careful of what you share. So definitely, as a young person in the industry, it's very easy to be able to get taken advantage of.
Oh,
Yes.
I see what you mean.
So definitely, when I mention my age, if I want to act my age, I will have a higher risk of, getting probably exploited or getting condescending, patronizing remarks by people. Because, not only by industry people, I'm talking about like
Internet in general, right?
internet or probably like real life. Like, those uncles, aunties, they'll be like, oh, 你这么小，你不懂怎么 it's like, oh, you are so small, you don't know anything, you haven't even experienced enough. But like, okay, understand. Like, I know I'm very inexperienced, but doesn't mean I don't have a story to share. Doesn't mean I don't have
Because
my
like
own
from the
thoughts.
story that you were just sharing with us and the way you view things, You were so mature.
Yeah. Should we
Holy
beep
smokes.
the age that you just said? We can beep this.
We can beep this.
Okay,
and just
and
leave
let
the
people
reaction.
guess.
Just
Yeah,
leave
we
the
can
reaction.
Actually, that would be even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
That's
just
just
leave the
beep it.
reaction.
Yeah,
Because that's what the hell.
I know. Okay, we leave this part. Let people guess.
Yeah, actually, you Google search. Yeah, but Google, not everything is true. But anyway,
Just beeped it.
Oh,
That'll be fun.
wow.
yeah, that'll be
Oh my
fun.
God.
Yeah, I know.
Right. I started in the industry quite young, and last time I kind of have like a pressure to be able to behave a certain way, and a lot of people were telling me that I'm not ready enough, and I'm a bit ignorant. I haven't experienced enough yet. So definitely that they kind of pressured me to kind of want to have the urge to explore and experiment more. So I just want to go out there and just
Also
see.
prove them wrong.
Yeah, prove them wrong, So there's that grit and that drive. So that is what drives me to, yeah.
I'm just curious, at this day and age, what kind of medium or what kind of platform do you have to use to get your music out there? I mean, obviously there are TikTok and Instagram, but I mean like music-wise, because I know like Billie Eilish, she started out from SoundCloud, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for you, like, what's your main platform to put your music and try to get other music lovers to find you?
So I'm independent. So definitely there are a lot of online distribution platforms like TuneCore. You have like CD Baby. You have DistroKid. So I use DistroKid. It's very accessible for all artists in general. And yeah. So
a lot of international like people around the world upload their music to that platform.
There's a lot of distribution platforms as well. So it's quite common.
At the moment that we're recording this, like Belle's Instagram is like 1.3 million followers, right? Like with all this kind of global following, do you get opportunities internationally?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Are there any cool ones that's coming up that you can share?
Not at the moment.
I'm very excited though.
But
I'm very excited because you make cinematic music, like from the instruments that you were playing and the sound that we heard. I'm sure that one day we probably will hear your music on some Hollywood blockbusters.
Oh, that's definitely one of my goals to
break into Hollywood.
To be able to be part of film scoring, film soundtrack, especially like documentaries. I like to listen to like National Geographic, Disney Plus, Netflix documentaries about those like nature, about the earth, the planet, that kind of thing, because it's first it's relaxing, and then next is very, the music itself, it's very cinematic, really.
You're the first person that I know talk about documentaries music.
Oh really?
To be honest. No, seriously. Have you heard Kylie, have you heard anyone
Sorry,
talk
I was
about this?
boring.
No. It's really cool because
really?
if you don't say it, I will forget that in documentaries they need music and they need scoring.
Music. It's very, very important part of the whole.
Yeah, because I totally forget
piece.
that because documentary without music, they probably would be just boring as shit.
Yeah, actually,
Because it adds
really,
flavor to it.
Yes, it adds flavor to it, and it creates so much emotion to it. That's why when you watch a documentary, or sometimes I could cry just like watching it. So yeah, it's so immersive. That's why film scoring, soundtrack is one of the markets that I would want to slowly, go into, like over the years. Then,
now that we're talking about markets, I'm just curious that you say that you have 3 different kinds of market that you can go into, right? There's EDM, there's cinematic, and there's ethnic.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to try. Thank you, Ken.
Which one? I mean, like just commercially speaking, would be the most,
Lucrative?
commercially viable.
Commercially available, definitely it's electronic dance music. But then
it's mostly because most people listen to it, right?
Yeah, but then there's that's the DJ scene, and what I can do is be versatile. So I can still be myself, taking all the elements that I have in all these 3 markets. So for example, if you want pure cinematic, I can do like ambient music with traditional instruments. Then if you want ethnic, I can just do ethnic solo instruments without any harmonies or what, just solo ethnic. It's like you see all those traditional performance, and then you get the electronic ones. That is the one that I can combine everything all in between. So it's like the best of all the 3 worlds.
Yeah.
So it's all about versatility and what sort of events that I have or what sort of projects or festivals.
What gave you the ideas or the thought of going into all these 3 different markets? Because you are only beep years old to having thought of all this. That's really impressive.
Oh, thank you. I think it's just over the years kind of thing because it's part of my roots, the cinematic and traditional. So why not take all the things that I already have and learn to implement it in the works that I have. So it's a gradual thing. It's not like a aha moment, like, oh my God, why did I do this? No, it's a gradual thing. So yeah, it's a journey. Yeah, like everyone is still exploring who they are as a person, even how old, how young you are. It's a journey. Life is a journey. So maybe I might change this route in like a few years' time. I will never know.
That's true. You're still so young.
Yeah. So yeah, I just go with the flow, that kind of thing. Yeah.
So all these 3, you love them equally, I suppose, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But which one takes the most work?
The cinematic elements.
Cinematic?
Because of the harmonies. To be able to compose a film soundtrack, you got to be very strong in harmony. Harmony is based on a foundation to create an emotion, like chords. What chords progression leads to another. And because each chord progression, even a simple one note, can create so much emotion. And you guess what is the most powerful sound in music?
No idea.
No idea.
Drums? I don't know. Sorry, I actually know nothing about.
Oh, you don't know?
I didn't even try.
theory, so I am not even gonna.
Okay, so the most powerful sound in music is silence.
I feel like a dumbass.
I was silent.
Yes.
That's true though. Like in Hans Zimmer's a lot of music with Hans Zimmer, right? Like
Yes.
just like silence and then
Yes,
come out.
silence. Because it captures how much climax you want.
Yeah.
You just put silence. Oh, right? Don't you realize how powerful that is? Like silence. Oh my god! So yeah, that is one of the things that I learned. So soundtrack, film scoring is so different than all the other productions. Like you have like electronic, you have ethnic. It's so different because of the emotion that you have to capture in each scene, in each frame, in each story that you want to tell. Instead of following the picture, you got to imagine it first. Like for example, what this character is feeling. Is it feeling lost? Is it questioning something? Is it feeling happy, sad, melancholy, depressed? How are you going to evoke that emotion into auditory music, into sound?
But it sounds like you have already done quite a few cinematic.
Oh yeah. The latest release is The Revival. So The Revival, that song is talking about the purpose of life. So it's quite a big topic. Like, what is the purpose of life? It's a question. So this song is basically a question and answer where I or this person is questioning what is the purpose of life. And then it's a call and answer where it's a conversation between 2 people saying like, what is the purpose of life? I'm a bit lost. Can you help me? So this other person, throughout the song, it's like a whole journey if you listen to it. Throughout the song, you will find your answer where it says, you don't have to search the purpose of your life. You just have to live in the moment because nothing really matters. Yeah.
Silence.
Yeah. So if you because the world works like this, like society pressure us to kind of get a job, get married, have a lot of money, and then what else? All the things get rich, buy a house,
have kids,
and then the cycle repeats and continue. But then where's the fun and where's the purpose of all that? Does it fulfill you? Does it make you feel whole as a person? Like what do you actually want? I feel like people that go through this cycle without actually considering the thing of it are not living. Okay? It's not I'm not talking about in general. I'm talking about some people that are just going with the flow and doing what society wants, like are pressured to do. If you want to do it, of course, like go ahead. I love that for you. But For example, people who are pressured because of family things, right? And people who are pressured are not living their life. And because of that, it's called generational trauma. The cycle continues and continues and continues. Not only family, it's talking about like what sort of career path you want to choose. Like some people just want to start into the 9 to 5. Some people don't get fulfilled with it, you know, and they want something more. So this song itself is questioning and pondering thoughts in the listeners, and to kind of let them know, like, okay, there's so much more out there that you can be able to see and explore. Why not just do it? Because you only live once, you know? And then just break rules, you know? Just go ahead and do it. Be authentically yourself. Means what? Not a lot of people say like, oh, be yourself. But what does it actually mean? Being yourself means being so fulfilled and so comfortable in yourself that it makes other people uncomfortable, like I mentioned, and having absolutely no shame in what you're doing. So if you have no shame, you will not listen to anyone. You will not consider or even think about what people are thinking, people thinking about you. You will just do what you want to do. So this is called living in the moment, living in the present, because at the end of the day, you will die and nothing really matters. So why not just do it? So this whole song is talking about that. Yeah.
I think what you just said, I think Kylie is doing all of them, having no shame, making room by herself. But she's not able to articulate it the way you do it.
Oh my gosh, she's saying what I want to say.
Because Kylie is like that, right?
Yeah,
her personality is like.
Sorry, I thought I touched some nerves.
No, nothing. She has no shame.
Okay, that's good.
You probably touched some Ken's nerves.
No, because I was listening, I was like, oh wow, that's really awesome. And then it just
really
like switched
awesome.
me to thinking that, oh yeah, what you're saying is actually describing what Kylie is.
Oh, thank you.
It's like, right, growing up.
I think it's really cool. Like, I think no one
has put it better than you.
I
right?
agree.
I've not
And it doesn't
heard-
matter how old or how young you are. I think it's really cool.
Oh, thank you.
No, seriously, age
Yeah.
is not a issue, especially at this stage of age, right? With the power of the internet and now the come of AI,
Oh yeah.
right? Like anyone has the possibility to shine. But speaking of AI, though, do you use AI in the work of in your life
Visuals,
work?
yes.
Visual things, right.
But
And
but musically, because
Music, no.
I want to tell you though,
Oh my god.
Kylie and I, we actually tried Suno AI. You know Suno?
Yes.
Yeah. We asked it to make a Chinese rap for us. And
know.
it did it.
And it did it.
And we performed that live in front of like 8,000 people because we had a little live podcast
yeah,
event.
we had a live podcast too.
And we
2 weeks
performed
ago.
it.
Yeah.
We sang it so bad because we're horrible, but
But the tone was, people loved it.
yeah,
and
people
just
loved
like,
it because we.
And then we're like, oh my God, AI is.
Yes.
It's
Okay. This
crazy.
is actually a really good topic as well. AI is gonna take over the music industry, the audio visual industry, the visuals especially like animation,
Yeah.
like those VJX, those those movies you see like
Yeah,
Avatar, that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. And the first thing that will be taken over by AI will be the visuals. The second will be audio. The third will be your finance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because AI will definitely control the finance, but the finance part, that one's for the rich of the rich lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because next time they will have access. The rich of the rich will have access to the AI features, and the AI will
will
just
trade for you, right?
yeah, you'll
Yeah.
just trade for you. You do your accounts, everything. The first why is visuals, because I myself use AI to generate visuals. Some people might think it's negative. Some people might think it's positive. It's very subjective and it's quite controversial as well.
Yeah.
So, using AI as visuals can be a good way to be able to generate ideas.
Yeah.
So it's like a good starting point, like a sketch for you to generate your goal. So this is the idea. This is your goal. So this is the AI, and then your goal is here. So this is what I use it for, especially for my live show visuals and stuff like that. But definitely I understand it takes takes a lot of like job opportunities and a lot of creative control out from all the visual artists. And then you have audio, because I understand their struggle, because I am going to be affected as well, okay, especially in audio. Because audio, next time AI will control audio, and AI will, next time they will be able to mimic your voice. People will be able to scam you even more. Like you can even mimic your mother's voice, whatever. Okay, and audio will be next, where they can duplicate artists, those really popular artists, or they can create a whole EDM, a whole I think even ethnic or even film scoring soundtrack. You know?
Yeah, because you just tell them what emotions that you want them to feel. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, emotions are created also by structural chord progressions. So chord progressions is all also based on a structure. Okay.
Oh, if there's a formula, then AI
it's
can
a formula.
do it.
Yes. So AI will be able to slowly learn that. So definitely artists and especially producers of film soundtrack or whatever will also be affected. But the thing is, humans at the end of the day still want real human connection, still want art. It's very, very subjective. So I feel like art itself, it can be visual art, like painters painting, because there's a lot of painters getting taken over by AI already. And then especially music itself, by musical artists, it will take a long time for them to get replaced. Why? Because humans still want personal connection, still want to look at real humans creating art themselves. So it is very subjective, but definitely there's already a market, and a very niche market for like fan bases who likes AI.
Pure AI. Yeah, they're AI idols, right?
They're AI idols.
Yeah,
and
that's
actually,
nuts, man.
you know
are there
who
AI idols in Malaysia?
I'm not sure. I think there are, but who the big companies, the big guys, the big corporate companies are monetizing that.
Yeah.
So the big companies and the big corporate companies are using AI and monetizing from that lah. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's all, at the end of the day, it all goes to the rich of the rich. Yeah. So AI will affect only the, you know, the common people. Yeah. The common people. And it will benefit the rich of the rich. So that is something, it's a little bit controversial, but it's something to be able to...
Do you worry about it though, during your creative process? Because you know, you say that people still want the human connections, right? But at the same time, since all your artwork or your music are online, the first way for people to find you is through digitally, right?
Yes.
So
definitely,
like, how does
it's
it
something
work?
that I think about, but it's not something I can be worried about, because
if you think about it too much, then you won't do anything, right?
right? So the most important,
just give up if you think too much, right?
Actually, So actually, the most important is to just evolve and keep learning things that are new, keep learning new things, keep evolving, and you can't stay stagnant, because if you stay stagnant, everything will progress without you.
Yeah.
You know, because the world is gonna run with or without you. Okay, the earth, the sun still shines the same way. So it's not something to be worried about. I feel like it's something to progress, something to evolve and grow with it. So if AI is taking over, then use and leverage and use AI for your own benefit, instead of like complaining of, why is AI taking over? Use it for your own good. Use that platform, use that tool, use it as a tool to you know,
definitely
benefit your work.
Yeah, because that's what we are doing. And I think one great thing about the way you approach your work is that you record or you document your process and share it on your platforms, right? So people actually do feel the human connection from your music, because when they see your videos, they say, this is how that sound Belle made. Like, that throw sound, she did it herself. That's insane, right? So I think like what you're doing is actually differentiating you from a lot of artists, but also I think maybe, I don't know how to say this, but
可以说华语。
好，谢谢。那我想要说的是，那
万一你中文也讲不出来，我就没办法救你了。
没有，我想要说的是，No, what I want to say is that
对不起，麻烦你了。
this AI trend will not drown you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
because
not drawn,
the
okay.
way you're doing your things, I don't think this AI train will draw you because your human side is so vivid online. No, seriously.
I hope so. I mean,
I think so.
But the thing is
Yeah.
that this comes another problem though. You have to keep making videos. Making videos is hard work.
yeah, making videos is hard work. People don't realize that.
Yeah, it's hard
Yes,
work.
it's hard
we know
work.
it's
Yeah.
hard work.
There's so many production based. Yeah, definitely. I have a team for that, and definitely I will expand my team for that in the future. You know, because now it's just me having the creative control of my videos. Definitely, I will want to expand my team on that. But it's a gradual thing. Yeah, I might keep making videos because that is social media is where I started from. You know, so I just gotta continue with it unless you know Instagram get taken down one day, Facebook like gonna ban. You know, like I would not even know. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Keep up the good work. I don't
yeah,
know.
I don't know what else to say because I just love
Yeah.
chatting with you because like talking to you
Thank you.
maybe
It's really
jealous
inspiring.
actually. Like,
It's really
yeah,
inspiring.
but also like you got so much energy. I just think I feel like I'm an old person and I'm like draining energy from you and make myself feel younger. You know?
No, I mean I love to share more actually. Yeah, because I rarely do podcasts.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is a really good platform for me to share like my thoughts and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
I think this is great.
This is great. I think we will invite you next time whenever you come to
Yeah,
Taiwan.
the next time we go to Malaysia,
We'll contact you. We won't
yeah, now that I know that you
moved.
moved to KL, then we can.
We'll probably
Yeah.
go next year or
Yeah,
the
we'll
year
probably
after.
go. Yeah, we'll go to KL next
definitely,
time.
definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Belle.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
so
much.
much. Thank you.